What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It is the Sunday edition, the first Sunday of the season. It is April 4th, and we are back, hopefully, helping you guys cash some money. So, big shout out to everyone who subscribed after yesterday's video to our Facebook page, our Twitter page, our YouTube page. We did have people sign up for FTA Plus, so hopefully you were able to get helped. On Saturday, yesterday's slate we did early only on both FanDuel and DraftKings. All those we did one cash and one GPP lineup for both. We cashed, I believe our cash one cashed and our GPP one did not on FanDuel, and then both of our lineups cashed on DraftKings. So super excited, a lot to go through. And we're going to break down as much as we possibly can. If this is the first time you've been with us, if you haven't seen our videos before, we're going to go through the Vegas odds. Then we're going to go through the pitching matchups, every single pitcher. So we have a 13 game slate here. So we're going to go over 26 pitchers. If they're live yet, we'll kind of see that. And then we'll show some BVP at the end as well. So if you want to check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, you can under MLB tab. We have a ton of information. MLB stats, that's 2020, then updated player stats. So any given day, if there's an early slate, the stats will normally be updated by like 10 a.m. Central. Same thing with starting lineups. Once those are live, we'll post those on there. The BVP, completely free, and then the part of the premium content, the Bacon Station, the cheat sheet, and the lineups as well. So hopefully we've been able to help you guys cash. If we have, let us know either here or down below. You can check out our Discord channel. So a couple of ways to get some content from us. Every 100 likes on our Facebook page, someone's going to win a month pass to every sport that we offer. So definitely check that out. You can go to FTA Plus or you can go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com/plans. Use promo code YouTube21. I think we have 4 coupon codes left. You can get it half off a month pass. So click on the month pass. Use YouTube21 to get half off the month. Or if a subscriber liked the video, if you tell me you want to try to win a day pass, all you have to do is tell me who's going to hit home run and the distance the ball traveled. One person can win with the same player. If multiple people pick different players and they all hit home runs, those people will win a day pass as well. So if this video gets 30 likes, we'll put a FanDuel and DraftKings lineup. We'll post it down below. So definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully we're able to show you some winning ways. So breaking it down, we're going to check this real quick. Now, depending on when you watch this, these numbers could have changed by then. But the Braves at the Phillies, Braves are 0-2 to start the season. We're looking at Braves open up as a favorite for moneyline 123 with an 8 over-under. Mets at the Nationals have been canceled. The Blue Jays at the Yankees. Yankees open up as a 153 favorite. 9.5 over-under here. So check that out. Orioles at the Red Sox. Orioles are 2-0. But Boston right now, 170 favorites here with a 10 over-under. Cleveland at Detroit. We've got Cleveland's 0-2. Detroit's been pretty good. Cleveland's been the favorite in every single one of them. So we're looking at this. The Indians 129 money line and 8.5 over-under. Cardinals at the Reds. The bench is cleared yesterday, so we'll see if that has any effect on this moving forward. See if Castellanos gets hit on today. If he does, the benches definitely will clear. Even money right now at 105 with a 9.5 over under. You got the Twins at the Brewers. Twins open up as a money line of 113 with an 8 over under. Rangers at the Royals. The Royals open up 167 money line with a 9.5 over under. Pirates at the Cubs. Our Arrieta pick came through for us yesterday. Super excited for that. Cubs 162 money line, over under 9.5. The Dodgers at the Rockies. Dodgers money line 230 with an over under of 12. Astros at the Athletics. Athletics are 0-3, and yet they still have the money line here, 113 at 8.5. And then or Diamondbacks at the Padres here. Padres open up considerable favorites at minus 215 money line with a 9 over under. And then the Sunday night game, the White Sox at the Angels. You've got the Angels open up as a 120 money line with an over under of 9. So there you go. Those are the betting odds. You can kind of use those. You can kind of mix and match, choose that if that's, if you sports bet, that is definitely what that is for. So that being said, we're jumping into all of the pitchers. So like I said, we're going to go through all the pitchers. If you want to see the handful of ones, so out of the 26 pitchers that are on the slate, if you want to see the handful of ones that we like the most, click the link down below. That is today's article. So the Braves at the Phillies, Ian Anderson versus Zach Eflin. Anderson obviously hasn't seen much. 7 plate appearances, 143 batting average. Striking out 57.1% of the batters he's faced, so he struck out, 4? Well, give or take. Eflin here, 119 plate appearances against them. Phillies have been doing pretty good against the Braves. It's only 17.6 K percentage, so I don't like that very much. I mean, you're going to get a ton of fantasy points with Ks. We're not seeing that there. 252 batting average out of Eflin there. Blue Jays at the Yankees, TJ Zook versus Domingo Germán. Zook against the Yankees, 48 plate appearances, 244 batting average, 20.8 K percentage. Germán, 54 plate appearances, 22.2 K percentage with a 220 batting average. We know that Germán didn't play last year. He was suspended, and then he's come back. We didn't know if he retired on Instagram one night, then the next night he didn't. Had a fantastic spring. I believe he gave up 2 runs, and it wasn't until his last outing. His stuff looks great. His changeup, his breaking stuff, his fastball, everything looks good. And Kluber was able. Kluber only went 4 innings, which I did like Kluber, but I did say I didn't know how long he'd go. He went 4 innings. I think Germán can go longer than that. I think if Germán can go 6+ innings, I wouldn't be surprised to see 7+ strikeouts out of him. I love Germán in this one. He's going to be one of my core plays when I build. He'll be on our cheat sheet for sure. Don't know if he'll be at the top, but there's a reason he's the picture of the article and video. I really like him in this matchup. Orioles at the Red Sox, Bruce Zimmerman versus Garrett Richards. Zimmerman against the Red Sox. 15 plate appearances, 214 batting average, striking out 33.3. The Red Sox are looking like, the first 2 games, they're looking like the Red Sox that we saw in last year. They're looking bad so far to start the season. They allowed they let John Means look like he was a Cy Young winning pitcher. And I'm trying to see, I can't remember. Matt Harvey went 4.2 innings, gave up 2 earned runs. The only runs given up, 4 Ks. So the Red Sox we'll see. I'm not going to have any exposure to either of these pitchers, though, I can tell you that. Indians at the Tigers, Aaron Savali, I can't remember how you say it, versus Tariq Skubal. Or Screwball. Savale here, 58 plate appearances, 300 batting average. That's not good against a team that's on paper supposed to be bad, but they've done pretty well to start the season. Screwball, 12 plate appearances, 333 batting average. I won't have any exposure to this game on the pitching side. I will be looking at bats, either BVP or just what value plays open up here. It's crazy to see that the Indians are 0-2 and the Tigers are 2-0 to start the season. Definitely. Cardinals at the Reds, Carlos Martinez versus Jeff Hoffman. Martinez was a starter, went to the bullpen, or got hurt, then went to the bullpen. I thought he was going to be in the bullpen, but apparently he's out here. So definitely monitor the news to see if he's going to be on any type of pitch count or anything like that. But looking at his numbers against the Reds, 131 plate appearances, a 260 batting average, 23.7 K percentage. Hopefully he goes deep into the game. Jeff Hoffman, on the other hand, 17 plate appearances, 500 batting average. If I'm taking one, I'm taking Carlos Martinez. I guess you could look at Hoffman for GPP possibly. Is that Jeff Hoffman that was on the Rockies? Is it? Yep. That's Jeff Hoffman that was on the Rockies. Crazy. I didn't even realize that. I mean, he hasn't. Just looking at his numbers, 2019, 2-6 with a 6.56 ERA. 2020 stats, 2-1 with a 9.28 ERA. So I'm not looking at him at all. Definitely looking at Martinez. Definitely looking at the Cardinals' bats here. Rangers at the Royals. You've got Jordan Lyles versus Brady Singer. 20 plate appearances out of Jordan Lyles against them. 40% K, 105 batting average. The problem is Kansas City's been hitting to start the season. I mean, they put up 11 runs on Saturday. They put up... How many did they put up? Did they not play on Friday? They put up 14. So they put up 25 runs in 2 games. And these Royals aren't supposed to be good. So it's just a weird start to the season. You had the Detroit Tigers doing the same thing. Now you have the Royals doing the same thing. Lyles has had success against them, but the way they're going, Lyles might only be a GPP type player. So that's just something to think about. Twins at the Brewers, you got Michael Pineda versus Adrian Hauser. Pineda, 85 plate appearances, 247 batting average, 21.2 K percentage. Adrian Hauser, 14 plate appearances, 231 batting average. Pineda, he's always been one of those GPP pitchers, just kind of looking, it just depends. I can't trust him in cash. Last year he was out. I mean, he only pitched in 5 games, went 2-0, 3.38 ERA, 25K, 25 strikeouts. I'm not trusting him. He only threw 26 innings last year, so who knows what's going to happen. I know he's been suspended for PEDs. He's been hurt in the past. He had Tommy John surgery, loves pine tar. The Brewers are the Brewers. I know Jose Barrios was able to manhandle them on Saturday, but just kind of looking at this, Pineda, GPP possibly. Adrian Hauser against the Twins. The Twins Corbin Burns had a no-hitter going to like the 7th inning, I believe. Kind of looking at that. Hauser, GPP-wise, I don't mind. But both are GPP for me. I don't think I can trust either in cash. And, I don't think I can trust either in cash. Pirates at the Cubs here. Mitch Keller versus Zach Davies. Keller, 32 plate appearances, a 345 batting average. The Cubs bats came alive on Saturday. I love them. We had exposure to them. They were one of our stacks. They were in our early only lineup. We had Chris Bryant, who hit a home run. We had Javi Baez, who I started off the game with like 2 stolen bases. Got us the points. They got us the value that we needed out of there. Now they face a pitcher that they've had success in the past against. Flip side of that, Davies against the Pirates, 95 plate appearances, a 267 batting average, lower strikeout rate here of 13.7. I would still lean Davies here. I'm not going Mitch Keller at all. I'll have exposure to Davies in GPP. I won't have him in cash because the Pirates can hit, but Brian Hayes, definitely monitor the situation he left with, I believe, wrist discomfort. I think he jammed it sliding in, which sucks because he's on my fantasy team, but that's a pretty solid bat that's out of this lineup. Most likely going to be out of the lineup, I should say. So looking at this, I definitely would be looking at Davies here, not looking at Mitch Keller. Dodgers at the Rockies, Julio Urias versus Austin Gomber. Urias, 63 plate appearances, a 250 batting average, 27 K percentage. As we've done the first 2 games, or the first 3 games in Colorado, Dodgers pitchers have been our GPP pitchers. You can't trust them in cash just because it's Coors. I get that. Austin Gomber, on the other hand, I'm not taking any pitcher against the Dodgers. A lefty here, definitely be looking at Mookie Betts leading off. Justin Turner probably back. I don't know why he was out Saturday. I don't know if it was rest. I don't know what it was. But him against a lefty in Coors, absolutely. I'm looking at Dodger stack, Urias here, GPP because it is Coors, but definitely not targeting Colorado pitching here. Astros at the Athletics. The Astros have looked sadly good to start the season. Jose Urquidy versus Sean Manaea. I'm now looking at Manaea here because all the righties for the Astros have looked fantastic. Urquidy here, 34 plate appearances, a 167 batting average, 35.3 K percentage. So, looking at game logs from last year, he pitched nine starts, I guess. The last one, he only went 2 innings. So if Urquidy can play, he can do good. Against Oakland, he faced them twice last year. First start back on September 10th. 6 innings, 2 earned runs. They were both, one was a home run. He got the loss in there. They lost 3-1. And then the second start back in October, 4.1 innings, 4 earned runs, all 4 home runs. So, and that one was in Houston. So looking at this, it's a new year. We could be looking at Urquidy here, GPP only. I'm not trusting him in cash, and loading up on the righty bats for the Astros. Next one up is the Diamondbacks at the Padres. You got Taylor Widener versus Chris Paddock. Widener, 13 plate appearance at 125. It's really hard to want to take a pitcher against these Padres, but if you want to get contrarian and you make multiple lineups, I wouldn't mind that, just because a lot of people are going to be stacking the Padres, and for good measure, but we could be looking at Widener. It's just, I don't know if that's going to be a viable, option. Paying down for him, then sure, you'd be able to get the bats, but you better hope those bats all go off, and if your pitcher gets like 10, it's going to be tough. You might cash, but you're not going to win in GPP with that. Chris Paddock, on the other hand, 65 plate appearances, 26.2 K percentage, 217 batting average. I love him. I've got him in our article, which you can find down below. Definitely going to have some Paddock in this slate. Then the final game on the slate, Dylan Cease versus Shohei Ohtani. Cease, 15 plate appearances, .077 batting average. It's going to be, I believe it's ESPN Game of the Night. I would assume it is anyway. That being said, the lights are going to be on. We're going to see this showcase. You don't really get to see either of these teams in prime time, to be completely honest with you. I don't remember the last time the Angels were a Sunday Night Baseball game. Or even the White Sox, if the White Sox weren't playing like the Yankees or the Astros or something. So looking at this, I like both of these pitchers. I think probably both are GPPs. Cease has had success against the Angels. Technically one start wasn't too bad. Looking at that, Ohtani, I don't know what we're going to get out of him. It's reports out of early spring training. He was topping over 100 miles an hour on his fastball. Obviously, he had Tommy John surgery, didn't pitch last year, came back, batted. Looking at this, Ohtani, GP, I like both of these guys as GPP. I'm not going to lie here. Won't have cash, but that's kind of just what you're looking at when you're building lineups. Who can you trust? And the only problem is when you're building lineups through here and the lineups lock at 1 Eastern, this game's not till 8:30, 7 Eastern, so the pitching should be good unless somehow one of them gets scratched. So if you're making multiple lineups, definitely look to get some exposure into this one. So those are all of the pitching options. If you want to see the ones we like the most, click the link down below. You can check that out. Then we can look at the BVP, which we have this on our site anyway, which I will show you at the end of this video what we have to offer there. But you can just sort it here. Gurriel against Manaea, 8 for 31 with 1 home run. only 3 Ks, batting 258. He has the most amount of hits. You can do home runs. Bregman against Manaea, 6 for 25, batting 240 with 3 home runs. I'll probably have some Bregman here before I even saw that. That's kind of what I figured I'd have. Matt Olson versus Urquidy, 2 for 6. Both of those hits, though, were home runs, batting 333. So just kind of looking, there's not massive BVP numbers that stick out on this slate. Unlike on yesterday's slate, we had Freddie Freeman had amazing numbers. Didn't really hit those numbers. That's why BVP is, some people live and die by BVP. Some people love it, some people hate it. So it's kind of just building lineups, us helping you or you doing it. Do you like BVP or don't you? And you can kind of go from there and building through there. So with our premium content, or you get this for free, but just kind of showing you what we get. If you go to fantasyteamadvisors.com, hit the MLB tab, it'll take you just to all of our baseball articles, which you can check out. If you hover, you can go to 2020 stats. Now, with these stats, these obviously are 2020, since we only have 2 games going right now, or 3 games. Some teams are only 2, some teams are 3, some teams like the Mets and the Nationals haven't played a game yet. But when you're building your lineups, you can kind of see how they've fared. Now, all of this information is in the Bacon Station as well, which I will show you. So we've got that. Then the 2021 MLB stats, these are updated. Like I said, about 10 a.m. Central, so you can check that out. The starting lineups, these are all starting lineups from when they're released. Well, that's not showing up right now. I've got to refresh the page. When they're released, those will be out, and you can check that out. It's about 3 hours before first pitch is when that stuff starts getting released. This is our Bacon Station, so a lot of information for you guys. So these are our bats, our projected fantasy points. Then you can go over, check out 2020 season versus right-handed pitcher and versus left-handed pitcher, so you can kind of see, and then their stats combined there. Then if we go to the bottom here and we go to pitchers, we can see our pitchers. Let's see. What we've projected them out as. Now, this was obviously yesterday. Time, 2020 stats, the opponents, the contact percentage, the K percentage versus hand, swinging strike, hard percent, hit rate, 2020's pitch stats for those pitchers, home pitching, away pitching versus right-handed bats and versus left-handed bats in 2020. Now, I'm trying to figure out, maybe we'll get a month season a month of the season in before we flip this from 2020 to 2021. Kind of just what to kind of look at. Then our cheat sheet here is hopefully helping. I got to refresh the page too, so not sure why it's doing that. Got to figure that out. But if you check it out, if you check out yesterday's video, we've got the cheat sheet in there as well. So that being said, if you guys have any questions at all, comments, concerns, you can put them down below, or you can email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. Try to answer them as quickly as I possibly can. If you guys have questions, in the Discord channel, a lot of people come in, they talk, they ask about slates, they ask about lineups, how's this look for all the sports that we have to offer. And people, if I can't answer, usually there's someone in there that can answer for you. So hopefully we'll be able to help you out there. And so if you have questions, comments, concerns, you either put them down here, you can email me, or come into the Discord channel. Again, I believe we have 4 coupon codes left. If you go FTA Plus, go to fantasyteamadvisors.com, hit FTA Plus. You get a day pass for $1.99. A lot of information for $1.99. A week pass for $9.99. A month pass, $29.99. If you use promo code YouTube21, you're going to get half off of that. And then a year pass for $349.99. So that being said, if you get a month pass right now, you're going to get a month of MMA. We've got the Masters coming. We've got NASCAR today, MLB today, NBA today. You've got that for a month. Then we've got the Masters this week coming up on starting Thursday. We've got MMA on Saturday. So a lot of information. Check it out. If you have questions, let me know. And yeah, so again, if this video gets 35 likes, we will throw out a FanDuel and DraftKings GPP lineup down below in the comment section. That's what I've got for you guys. Good luck today, and as always, bring home that bacon. Peace.